This is Cinema.
And this is Johannes.
And you're watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
Welcome back to Keep or Cull, the series where we play all the games and decide whether to keep them in the collection or cull them out of the collection. And it's been a while since we held these paddles.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember how long?
No, I don't.
It's been 4 months.
Really?
Yes. I went to the channel and checked. There's 4 months since we did the last Keep or Cull episode, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, because I would like guess 2 months.
Yes.
2.5.
3 or 4. 4 was the correct. 4 months since we did a Keep or Cull. There's gonna be more going forward, so we hope you have been waiting for them. There's gonna be more Keep or Culls. We have so many games to play, so many things to do, so many places to be. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. We have about 9 games today. These are mostly Spiel releases, new releases, so we are going to jump straight in.
Let's go.
Are you ready?
First up is Terrible Quests.
And this is a review copy. Okay,
yes.
You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, boom!
Cull. Keep.
Yes, this is one I want to keep because it's so weird. This is a game where what you do is that you have a piece of paper and you will tear it up. And depending on the different quests that lays on the table, you have 2 minutes and you will, in real time, you will tear out the specific things. Not allowed to have anything else in it. And if you destroy part of the things you want to have in it, you get 0 points. It worked. I was thinking it was going to be super stupid.
Yeah.
It is kind of stupid,
Yes.
but I also think it works very well.
Yeah.
So the reason I want to keep it is because it's so unique and so different from anything else I've ever played.
I'm on board with that. I was a little on the edge. The reason I want to cull it is because we seldom play these tactile games, like you choose to play, what do you call it?
Free time? I don't know this.
The tactile
games
stuff,
that don't-
like the... I don't
All board games are
remember.
tactile. That's one of the things that's good about tactile. I don't know, understand. Dexterity?
Yes, thank
that
you.
That was the word.
That was the word I was looking for.
This thing, tactile.
It's kind of not dexterity, but
No,
you have to
not at
be
all.
precise in your hand movements. So that's the reason. But if I'm going to play a game like that, this is a good choice.
If I want to play a game where I tear up a paper, this is the one I want to choose. So basically, this is one I would be like, oh, let me show you something super weird.
Oh, yeah.
And this one is on the edge. Okay, next up we have Farmand. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is another review copy. 1, 2, 3, boom.
Double keep.
Talk about it.
Yeah, this is actually so far one of my biggest surprise from Spiel.
What?
Because
Surprise.
it's like a super simple classic trick-taking game.
Yes.
But it's so like you're playing 1 card, the first trick, and 2 cards, and 3 cards, and and you're a bit like estimating how many tricks you're going to
The
get.
first round, not tricks, so people don't get like super confused.
Yes, thank you. And you know what people have kind of on their hands. You know the color and the range of number it's going to be in, and you're trying to estimate how many you're going to win. And also, if there are 2 numbers that are the same, they cancel each other out. And it's very easy, but it was super fun.
And also super quick.
Yes.
Really recommend this one if you like trick takers, and especially if you played some trick takers and you're thinking, oh, they're a bit long, because I often think that as well. Like, even though I love trick taker games, like I don't need to play a 60-minute trick taker. This is just like a perfect, super short, 20 minutes, 5 players. Highly recommend it.
Yes.
Next up is
Cut the Crab.
Cup the Crab.
Oh, yes.
Not cut. Cup the Crab, because there's cups and crabs.
Yes.
This is another review copy, Mandu Games. Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, boom.
It's a double keep.
This is, like, it's been a while since we did a keep or cull.
Yeah.
I feel like this, like, 3 keeps in a row, one you try to cull, is a big surprise. This is another one. Yes, which was a big surprise.
It was, and it's a really clever game where you have cards, but you're choosing 3 of them to have in your hand in a round, and you're trying to get as many cups on top of your crab. So you're trying to find the right moment to build up a stack of cups to add more points to that, because you think, oh, I'm going to get that.
Yeah.
But your opponents might get that. So if you see a good stack, you might want to take a crab. But it's a very like trying to outsmart your opponents and see what they will do and counter in a good way. So there's a lot of like, but if they think I'm going to do that, then I have to do this other thing.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, this one was great. Great filler. We played it multiple times in a row. Super, super fun. Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Keeporama. Next up we have Behind. This was not a review copy. This was one that we bought because Ignacy Shevchik from Portal Games I met him at a booth and I said, what is that? And he basically said, go and buy it. It's something completely unique, hard to explain. It is a puzzle style game. It's kind of hard to explain. We can explain it more, but let's first do the thing.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, boom.
Double keep.
This box has 3 scenarios. We have played 2 of them. Then we have another box with 3 scenarios. We want to include this because I want to speak about it. Because if you like puzzle games and you like kind of weird, different puzzle games, just go and buy this game now. This is the 2 we played. Basically, this is the game. You're gonna place a lot of tiles face down on the board, on the table. All of these are gonna have things on them, and your job is to puzzle them together into kind of like a puzzle. Like it's a jigsaw puzzle, but it's not jigsaws. It's just like tiles.
Information.
And you try to puzzle them together in the correct way depending on the scenario. So the first 2 we played was completely different. You need to understand, like, some of it is just like, oh, these 2 fit together. Like the pictures fit together. But then you need to understand the concepts and the rules of the scenario to be able to like do different do the correct thing.
Yeah.
And then at the end, when you have everything correct, you look through all the hints to make sure you didn't do any mistakes, and then you will flip over everything and you will have like a nice photo or like a picture of something from that scenario. And this is one of the most exciting games I've played in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Because it does something I have never seen before in a super clever way with very few rules. And it's just like, this is a puzzle. You need to find the solution by just looking at the pieces.
I would say if something is the hidden gem of Spiel this year, is this. Especially if you're into puzzles. As you said, this is highly recommended. It's a pure puzzle game, but it's different. It's just like unique. So check it out.
And this one actually came out last year, I think.
Oh yeah.
In French, and then there is this in English, and a new one in English as well. And it's made by the same designer who did Meeple Circus, which is kind of fun. Highly recommend.
Next up is a Carnivore Did It.
Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, boom.
Double
we don't have room for all these games. Like all these are small ones, so it's fine.
I'm very happy because usually it's first like last in, first out. Like it's a bit easy to cull new games because they don't have like nostalgia or a feeling connected to them. These so far, solid games. I'm impressed by the small games we've played so far. A Carnivore Did It.
And this is another review copy.
This is a pure deduction game. Yes. So you basically have
it's a logic puzzle.
A logic puzzle, thank you. And it is a game where you have different suspects, animal suspects, and they're saying different statements. And you know, for example, in this puzzle, the one person is the murderer.
Or the culprit.
Culprit, thank you. And one person is lying, and based on the information that the animals are saying, you need to figure out what is the truth and who did it.
And basically, you can play either cooperatively, or you can play like a campaign cooperatively, or you can play like a competitive. We basically did like a mix of the 2. We played a cooperative campaign, but we basically we played 3 players with Martin at the airport, and we were looking at the things and then trying to solve it ourselves. And then we would like point to the person we had, and then we would talk if we had like differences, because that was more fun.
Yes.
I felt like then speaking the whole time, because like a lot of the fun is for me. It's like trying to figure it out. If you're not familiar with logic puzzles, or you're not like having done that before, it might be just good to speak about it in the beginning.
Yeah.
There is 2,000 puzzles. In this one,
and some of them, I think the difficulty was. It was not a walk in the park.
No, and we did the absolute easiest 8.
And those were interesting.
Yeah.
And it just gets harder. So I'm looking forward to pluck my brains about this.
Absolutely. And this is one where you can just like easily sit down and play it for 15 minutes. You don't have to play the campaign thing. You can play it solo. You can just play everything.
Yeah.
Next up, we have another review copy. This is Movie Fight. From Pink Troubadour, who also did this year Forestry. Go and check that out. And this is this one. 1, 2, 3, boom.
It's a double Cull.
Yes, Movie Fight is not a bad game, but it didn't excite me. It says 8+ on the back. I would say this would be pretty good for somebody who hasn't played like a open drafting a recipe fulfillment game before, like a family style game, because there is basically going to be 3 cards on the table. You take one of them and you place them in one of 4 different locations depending on what kind of card it is, and you have people in the cinema who want to have seen specific movies or need specific other things they want, like specific people need to be there, and you're trying to score as many of these as possible. And there is like an upgrade thing with a bit of interaction. I felt like for me, I really enjoyed this. Like, oh, I need to place this. It kind of felt like you wanted it to be a bit more for me. I felt like it was missing that little thing to make it more interesting. But it says, as I said, it says 8+, and I think it would work very well in a family style game. But for me, not that interesting.
Yeah. Next up is 1 round.
The last game we got at Spiel.
Question mark?
Are you ready?
Yes.
1.
This is not a review copy.
No. 1, 2, 3. Boom.
Keep. I had fun with this one.
Yes. Tyler Rayner. Go check out Tyler's board game. No, Tyler's trick-taking table. Board game table. he has his own board game table. But not on the channel. It's only trick-taking games. And he bought this on the way out. And he explained it to me as I basically bought it and said, do I need to buy this game? And he explained it to me, I said, I will buy this game.
Yes.
Now we play the game. Thumbs up, talk about the game.
It is basically like a mix of games. Tell me.
Yes.
Please
mix of games.
help me out.
I don't, code names?
Yes, and what was the other game that I said it reminded me of? Landmarks.
Yes.
Landmarks. So you have, or Ito, if you played that. So it is a game where... Please explain it.
Basically, you have a three cards already laying out with numbers on them, and then you will draw a card which has a number on it, and then you will write something on the card which should then tell the other people where in the circle it's supposed to be placed. Like in the beginning where we say like it's between these two or these two, and you read the card or the clue, and they get to decide. And if it's correct, you go continue. If it's wrong, you lose a point. If you lose 3 points, you're out of the game. Or like it's a cooperative game, you're trying to score all of the cards. Very straightforward, super simple game, but very, very fun.
What I do like about this one in particular is that some of these games, for example, Codenames or the other one that we like, the Hard to Get, for example, they are very language dependent because they are in the language.
On the card already,
yes. Here you all write your words yourself, so you can play this no matter what language you speak.
Yes, that is correct. Next up, we have this one was another review copy called Wolf Street. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, boom.
Double Cull.
Double Cull. I know you didn't like this one too much. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. I think that it was very good to be able to play with 7 players. It's one of those games where I play it and I'm thinking, this is something I would love to play more if I had the right group. If you had a big group, and also if you enjoy this kind of games more, I'm very happy we got to play it, and I think we got to play it in a very good situation. Yeah. It is like a game where it goes up to 11 players. I think it would work really well with 11 players, because it's a game where you need to it's like a Wall Street thing, so you should be shouting over each other, trying to buy their stocks, because half of the players will have stocks, and the other can buy, and then the other players will have money and try to buy that stock. So there will be 2 winners, one from each kind of, not team, it's not team, but like from each side of the table. Yeah. I think it's a very clever game. If you are interested in these kind of games, then I think you will enjoy this quite a bit. It has some very interesting things in it, but it's not one like the reason I choose Cull, I know why you choose it, because you don't like it, these kind of games. For me, it's because of that, and also because we don't often are in a situation where we get to play these games.
But if I would say something that's not me disliking auctions and shares and stuff, I would say that it's a pretty clever way to do it, and it worked surprisingly well with the 2 sides of the board. So if you think this sounds appealing to you, go check it out.
Yes, we have one more game. This was not a review copy. This is the last one, right?
Oh yeah, I don't have more on my side.
I don't have more
Perfect.
Either. 7 Wonders Dice. Now we have 7 Wonders in all categories.
Cards and dice?
Yes.
Are those the only categories?
No, and Duel.
Yes.
And also Architect, which is a lighter version of 7 Wonders.
That's true, so we have multiple. Yeah,
yes.
okay.
You ready?
Cool. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, boom!
Double Cull.
Did we need this dice version?
No.
Like, and I'm not saying like we specifically. I don't think anyone needed this dice version of Seven Wonders. I feel like it does Seven Wonders in a more boring way. Because everyone can just take the same dice every turn.
I would say if you don't like when you're playing Seven Wonders that
to
you
have
can.
Fun.
What I like is the tension of the draft. It's sitting with my cards and be like, oh, but I know you really want that. Should I take it? Or I really want that card, but this card, if I take that, I will get it for free because I have this other card. Or will I risk that another card like this is coming up later, so I will get this other card instead? And the tension of the draft, you completely lose that here.
Yeah.
So if you don't like in Seven Wonders having like a challenge like that and just like do your thing, this is great because you have almost the same elements, but for me it missed a vital part of why I think Seven Wonders is fun.
And also it says, but make sure to keep an eye on neighboring cities. Ignoring them has a heavy price.
No, it doesn't.
What is the heavy price?
How? No.
That they get more points. I don't recommend this. I don't think it's a good game. I think it's Seven Wonders, just worse.
Yeah, some things I think was clever that they did was when you do the technology thing.
Yes.
You get to upgrade the dice, and it's upgraded for everyone. So the resource dice are removed from game, which simulates kind of moving from one era to the next.
Yeah.
And only you have now access to the die that you unlocked before the other people do the same as well. And that was a cool concept, but overall the game was kind of meh.
My favorite two things about the game. One is the box where you roll the dice.
Oh yeah, that
really
was cool.
Nice. And then the other is that you actually draw with a pencil on the board, which is kind of weird.
Feels wrong.
Other than that, not recommend. So, those are 9 games that we have gotten to play. So what is the best and the worst for the Keep and the Cull?
I think for me, that movie fight was the worst. And also, I think, let's see here, Behind has, or Farmand. Farmand also liked.
I think Behind
Those
is
two.
the best, and I think Seven Wonders Dice is the worst. And that is going to be the end. You can subscribe to the channel because it is
fun.
Yay! Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Cinema.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings. I almost forgot my name of the channel. You've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.